Hi there. In this video I'm going to show you how to remove the sun visor and its mounting brackets from an A4 B8 from 2010. So the first part of this, it's quite obvious. You simply pull on this to get it released, like you would do when you need it in the side position. And then this thing has basically a plastic cover on it, so we need to put something between it. As you can see, even my fingernail starts to take it apart, between it and the headliner. Use something that will not damage the headliner. I don't have a plastic tool, so do as I say, not as I do. And I'm going to use this thing, which is for cake. I think it doesn't have a sharp edge, and it's quite a soft metal and rounded corners, whatnot, but you can still poke your headliner if you are not careful. So search for something made of plastic, and you simply slide this thing in and do your best to pop it out. And it's quite hard to do with one hand, so I think I'm going to do it with my both hands, considering that I'm using metal instead of plastic. But it's quite tight in there, so you need to pull on it quite a fair bit. Just wanted to add, as you can see, metal will damage it a tiny bit, but be careful. I've just popped it back, so sorry about that. Let me use the tool once again, because it has an inner layer. You do not want to try and take out that inner layer, you just want to take out the cover. You can see the inner layer right in there. So there is a cover plastic on top of the plastic that actually has this thing on it. So we need to take out only this protection. So let's get to it. So don't poke your thingy too deep in there, just on the edge. And as you can see, it's out. And that's about it. And this things actually lock it in place. So at this point you can pull it off, and it will actually fall down if you are not careful, like it did for me. So yeah, and this thing actually latch onto the top of your car. And I'm doing this because I want to get my camera out of there, and it's so close that I cannot slide it out of its support, so I need to be able to pull this thing down like this. So this is my reasoning for doing this thingy, but you might have your particular reasons. Next, let's get to this one. For this side, as you can see, mine already popped up out. Let me pop it back in. You need something like this, but if you have plastic tools, once again, use them. I don't, so I should actually buy some, as I seem to continue to find things to do on my car. So you simply try to pop it off one side, and then you actually need to go tiny bit on the other side. I hope I'm actually recording what I need to, because I'm looking at this clip. Anyway, it's kind of popped off, and you need to get it out of there. Hard to do with my left hand. Anyway, that's the idea. You take it out with your good hand. At this point, you need to rotate your sun visor back and pull on it like this. And as you can see, it's out, and we have a wire in there, so depends on what you need. You can remove that connector or just leave it dangling like this. For me, this is enough at the moment. Just wanted to add, if this metal clip remains in there, you just squeeze on it and get it out, and then you can put it back into the plastic. Camera is not focusing quite well. You put one side in, and then you need to squeeze it to put the other one, but did I manage to do it with one hand? Yep, I did, and it's going to work. To close this thing back up, just go in reverse, make sure this is plugged in properly, and then like this, and push the lower part of it in place. It snaps. Then just put back the cover, if I could actually find it. One moment. Take this aside. Yep, wrong cover. That's the big one. Or no, sorry, fail, my bad. I cannot find the cover. Yep, that's the cover, and it will actually lock everything in place when you pop it in. Yeah, do it with one hand, I dare you. Ta-da! And it's done. Now let's get to the second one. Make sure these things are in the proper position so they actually fit in the holes, and make sure you see that one right there, what it's trying to do. That's bad. Do not let it do that. So I recommend you to try and squeeze on them just a tiny bit so you make sure they actually go inside that hole. This is going to be a bit tricky. Yep, and they're in. And now for this particular cover, one hole is bigger, so you cannot really put it backwards even if you want to. And like new. Ta-da! Done. So hopefully this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye!